Hey guys, on a lighter note, who does Chelsea think they are? Like, on a serious note, on what grounds should there be comparisons? On what perimeter should there be comparisons in terms of form, in terms of dominance, in terms of gameplay between Chelsea fans, Chelsea and Arsenal? That Chelsea fans suddenly don't they raise high shoulder, don't they kind of make mouth? They see themselves as a contender for the EPL because of, say, the win for Stamford against Barca. But the truth is, I'm happy for them that they won. But that big dream of thinking that there's a high chance or there's a chance for you to win the EPL, please, you just have to drop such dreams. Yeah, I don't want me to dream such dreams because such dreams not fit play out. This EPL right now is for Arsenal. So I think that's one of the reasons. We're meeting on Sunday. Chelsea and Arsenal will meet on Sunday. And that match will go separate the boys from the men and separate the goats from the sheep. Because then we go tell you how they play game. Arsenal is going to school the Chelsea. Arsenal is going to school you guys, man. So I think that make it. I want a great win, like between like all those like 3, 4, 5 goals, so that Chelsea go humble because they need to humble in anticipation to Arsenal win over Chelsea on Sunday. I'm putting on this red ties for Arsenal. It's my identity as an Arsenal fan. And so maybe when this recording is taking place on Thursday, so probably it'll be out on Friday or on Saturday, whenever it's out. I need to be out before the match on Sunday so that you go see the reflection of my sweetness and happiness in regards to the win where Arsenal go get over Chelsea. But that's on a lighter note though. Okay, let's go do a little deep dive into some of the eventualities, the happenings that happened within the week. I'm going to talk extensively into the issues regarding the adoption and the adopter, the adoptee, and the federal government role, our government role in regards to the rescue of the adoptees. So I'm not just going to dive deeply into that now because now I don't want to end this episode on today, but I want to also touch on some of the things that happened within the week. One of the first thing I want to talk about is about the Lagos State demolition. Then I'll make consideration looking into the fuel subsidy and also something in regards to the EFCC. I think I'll just touch these ones before I go hit on the adoption and the insecurity challenges we are having in Nigeria. So welcome to the Testament podcast.
Instead of be sleep, let it be hate, let it degrade, let it be deep. Some others should weep, some others should keep the memory of the way that I died. Maybe. Okay, now like I always say, now do well to follow us on our social media platform. Support us by clicking, support us by liking, support us by commenting, so that we can grow this community. And okay, now I'll be very pragmatic with my analysis today. I'll try and to hit the nail on the head, and I will do well to table my potential hypotheses in regards to how I conceptualize this events and happenings within the week. Now let's go into the Lagos State demolition. The Lagos State demolition exercise, it has become something of concern to me because of the way the Lagos State government is tackling the issue on demolition, and seeing the manner at which they go, to me it shows that there's an intention, and the intention is not pure. What you try to do and conceal in dark, it means it's not clear. Because how would you be exercising the demolition at night? Why is it that the Lagos State government, they embark on this demolition for night? If it is something when you say they legal, you say those people don't do a lot of contradictions and don't come into an agreement between the Lagos State government and those occupants. Because if you want to do such acts, you want to carry out such acts, such exercises, you have to have a compromise with those who occupy there for 20 to 40 years, some 50 to 70 years. They bought those land and they've been there for that long. So there must be a compromise of maybe a settlement and a time frame where those people go fit change location before you embark on such. Because I'd also try to weigh into some of the facts when they're inside, like making consideration into these areas that they are demolishing. Who are the occupants? 87% of those occupying these areas are all non-indigens. So it now shows like there's a direction to push out non-indigens from Lagos.
Because if you really they consider, if the Lagos State government they really they consider the effect this demolition that is always done in the night will get on those people, you would not be doing it. Make I create one scenario. A scenario whereby you demolish a house and this man is not prepared for this. And this house built by this man who have worked for his life, this is his retirement. Maybe his source of income, his retirement. Something when you don't put say, now this thing go to put food for my house. Now you demolish that man livelihood. Number one, you don't break his home. There's every chance that say that home will never be better again. It will affect the school, the education of those kids. It will affect the wife. The wife fee, this demolition fee affect the family to the point whereby the financial crisis could come make the home break. The woman saying she not fit do anymore, that she wants to leave because the man not fit they meet up anymore. There are so many things that would have, that if you lay out, you see say just the demolition go affect. And this demolition, so now I think from the record, I came across a video where one of the occupants died. She did sleep. A 15 years old girl died. She was sleeping, and probably the demolition took effect, and they were unable to get around with everybody, and she died in that process. What is happening to government and Nigerians doing a bad thing? See, at this point, if there's any Nigeria who still thinks that the person he voted for or the man who claim is representing you in Abuja have your interest at heart, you are of all men most miserable. You are a big fool. I'm very proud to say that, because it means that you've not realized that they want to kill you. If you lay out all of the things when they happen as they unfold every day, you just see there's no one when they play out the people's interest. Nothing. That the government does not care about the people. They don't care about how the people react to the policies they are implementing. They don't pay attention to that. It's just to siphon and siphon and siphon and siphon. They don't really care. They don't really bother. Why demolishing houses at night? If it does not have a negative intentions, why would you carry such act, such exercise at night? Why is it that? Because to me, it seems like it's an ethnic cleansing. That is what I feel like. Because what the dictionary defines ethnic cleansing to be is a systematic force remover of an ethnic group, a race, or a religious group. If 87% of the people affected are non-indigens, it means you are pushing them out of the state. From record now, from what we find out, from what I've been able to find out, source online, that this demolition is done in the night. That's number one. Number two, the security apparatus accompanying those who want to create this demolition, and also hoodlums. Why would hoodlums they accompany the demolition if the intentions were right? Because I can't look out. The Lagos State governor to me, Sanwo Olu, does not look like someone who exhibits such personality that will look over the interest of the people and consider just his own interest. Because this one just is like, this is politicking. I'm just going to leave that topic on that. And let me just go to what I want to also address again today is 7.1 trillion naira spent on fuel subsidy in 2024. That's almost twice the amount of money spent in fuel subsidy 2022 under Buhari administration. At that same time, we were buying fuel for 165 naira. At that time, money spent for subsidy for that full year for 2022 was 4 trillion naira, approximately 4 trillion naira. Now in 2024, after an executive order that was forcefully implemented without any consideration of the people or how it's going to affect the people, were carried out, and we saw how that skyrocketed a lot of prices, destroy homes, destroy businesses. There are businesses that were basically relying on fuel to run those businesses, because Nigeria not produce enough energy, a sustainable energy, when they feel run some industries. Some industries, there are a lot of industries that depend on that product. And what did the federal government decide to do? To remove fuel subsidy, which I thought at first that this was for the interest of the people, because we know also the amount of money when those marketers they take through fuel subsidy, the pockets when those fuel subsidy they feed. We thought it was for the interest of the people. But see now, in 2024, after subsidy was totally demolished in 2023, Because also in 2023, from January to July 2023, before this new administration, 3 trillion was spent for fuel subsidy. At that same time, we are buying fuel around 185, 195 naira. Then the year when they not do which fuel they can subsidize? Which people fuel they subsidize? Which fuel will enter the country? Which amount of fuel will enter the country when they subsidize? Who they subsidize the fuel for? When in 2024, Nigerians were buying fuel for 800, 900, 1,000 plus. So here and who, how? I don't really even know how to express myself when I came across this information. I'm going to be very blunt. This present administration does not have the interest of Nigerians. It does not. It does not have the interest of Nigerians at all, at heart. There's no interest. There's no play. Because with a say, despite all this fracas and chaotic situation when they play out every day, our number one still want host the legislative arms for special dinner. Nigerians, they die. See, despite all the threats when the US give us, and despite all everything when does still play out, they are still kidnapping. No, the Edo State government they kidnap for Edo State now. Every day they kidnap, and I see Edo State now when they see they give someone an award for slapping someone. I said that as an introduction, that anyone who still believes that this interest, they get your interest for matter, they get your interest for heart, you have a serious problem. You're sick in the head. 7.1 trillion naira on fuel subsidy for 2024. Where this money enter? I will leave it on that. I don't want to stress so much on that. The main issue which I want to discuss on, which is the adoption. I've done like 3 or 4 episodes on the adoption, trying to see if I feel explain some kind of situations to the best of my understanding, the best of my knowledge. I just want to push out some kind of questions so that we could reason those ways to fit to understand the people when they against us. Because we need to begin to see deeply into the activities of the government. Make we not be like say with they, because truly they see us as fools. That's the reason why they play on us the way they play on us and deceive us the way they do. Now let's consider what happened within the week. Thank God the worshippers were freed. They were said it was rescued, but later we knew it was not rescue. It was an agreement. A negotiation took place that happened. Now the adoptees are back. The worshippers, the 38 worshippers are back. They are safe and sound. I think they are going through some medical checkups. Same also with the 24 girls. Female students. Now, firstly, I'm going to play you the response of the government, the role the government played, and this is what he had to say. Watch.
First of all, what can you tell us about how the 38 worshippers at that church in Eruku, Kwara State were rescued?
Well, I think after the incident happened, and the DSS and the military were involved in the rescue efforts. I think they got in contact with the bandits to release those people unarmed. And I think finally on Sunday, they were able to get them out unarmed.
But if the government did not attack them in order to rescue these people, how did they get them released? Because I mean,
they got in contact with them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that it seems almost perverse for the people to abduct people and then a few days later release them.
They have a way of contacting them.
You mean they paid them money?
Not paying them. They know the risk. If they keep those people with them and they're saying release them, they know that the next thing will be for the government to embark on a kinetic action and attack their base.
Yeah, but they're killed.
See, you don't need to begin to analyze deeply to understand what the special advisor you're trying to let us to know. See, there's so many informations into what he just said. Those few sentences when he just dish out him. So many things they don't need to pick up. Number one, we knew they were not rescued. We knew everything was based on negotiation. First of all, I want to analyze it like this. If you see the first sector people went there, set free. The worshippers, the 38 worshippers. Those 38 worshippers were not the first group they adopted, but they were the first to get released. The reasons why the federal government considered that as the utmost group that needs to be free was because of the attention the West were paying on Nigerians. So they had to put that one in the scale of preference and say that comes first. The reason why they had to come into a compromise with the bandits, which the bandits have also confessed. They were telling the 24 girls that they released that, see, when our government not be there come for now we just say our gas called us, say make we release you now. They don't say to us, now make we one release you now. That's what they were telling the girls. Watch.
To an ba ku kulawa? To insha Allah kun dai ga za a mai ku lafiya akan uwayenku ku koma lafiya. Kuna lafiya ku. Akwai wadda an kawo magana banza daga cikin ku. Duka cikin lami lafiya ko? To insha Allah ga mu dai insha Allah mu din ne yalo insha Allah za a bashe ku ta kan sulhu a zama lafiya sai ku koma lafiya. Ai bai anshe ku ba. Jirgi nawa ya taho abu da ba mu sani ya. Kun san iyaka? To insha Allah kun dai gwamnati ta kasa an saka ko? A zalama an ka zo za a amshe ku akan ta magana da manya da komi ko? To insha Allah masha Allah ya salamu.
Once you start analyzing all of this event playing out in our very own eyes, you begin to wonder, like, to what end? To what end? Like, what do they want to achieve from all of this? It means the government knows those benefiting, knows those sponsoring it, knows those in the government that are bandits. The main bandits are in the government. The government themselves know themselves. Because the KB governor said an order was given for those military personnel to leave that school. 45 minutes later, the bandits attacked. You see, an order was given. To date, to this very moment, nobody don't feel identify the person when gave that order. You should know why. Because you get the kind of playbook when this government they play. You get what you want up. When they allow all these things they play out like this, they affect us. And they are not considering anything. The pain that we are going through, the destruction that is happening to us. Psychologically, Nigerians are dead. See our life expectancy. 55. That means if you did 60 years, they're supposed to do celebration of life for you. Say you reach 60 years. The stress Nigeria are good. Just imagine, for one straight week, every day they have bandits. No one good news they enter your head. Just imagine. Do you know if one begin to analyze the effect of bad news to our body system alone, you'll be amazed the damages just bad news does to our system. You'll be shocked to your bone what bad news does to our system. Just one. Then imagine you get this one series every day. Bad news. Nothing to motivate you. Nothing to kick your day. Nothing to ignite your brain. Nothing to give you reasons to be at your best. See, the government is using us. They are using us. Everybody know everybody when they do everybody. See, there are bandits when over the kidnapper. There are bandits in the north side, where what they do is they protect individuals when they extract raw minerals from the soil. They act like mercenaries. There are bandits like that. Everybody know everybody. See, okay. Going back to analyzing what the special advisor said and all the videos that we've seen online, they were able to come into an agreement for the release. It means if they were negotiated, there was an agreement, and the agreement have to be beneficial for both parties. That's what agreement is. Agreement has to be beneficial for both parties. It means there's a high chance that money was paid. A large sum of money running into billions and billions of naira were paid to appease the bandits for the release of these two groups that we adopted, the worshippers and the 24 females. The reason why this other one they never release them is they are still negotiating. They've not come to a compromise. Why and what are the reasons these things are playing out? The celebration and the attachment we have to evil doings, the height and the rate of our malevolent nature being expressed daily, the way they destroy this country will take us to the point where we say to be very difficult for us to come out. And then we they run to shout. We they run towards that side. We're not just trekking, we're not move a step at a time, we are running towards it. Now, they talk every day, say Nigeria, they sit on a time bomb. They're sitting on a time bomb, for real. We are sitting on a time bomb. A full anima was saying like, see, that we are just on our own, and the government came to give us guns. Now, normally, they know what you are doing, because on and on, the Fulani are nomadic in nature. And because they move from one place to another, material things don't mean anything to them. So why suddenly that these people now enjoy or want to live a luxurious life? They've changed their mentality. They've exposed them. Now they believe that this is the right way. They don't see the evil in taking lives anymore. The government gave them guns and introduced them to this act. Now the government introduced them to banditry. Now the government introduced them. Now somebody sell the idea. These people are still living. People won't sell the idea are still living. Some of them are moving in the government. We know those who their hearts stain. When allow this our border to be porous, they allow different people they come in from different sides to form this group. Now they are intoxicated with money. They don't want to let go. Who would want to let go? Who would want to leave an industry that have so minimal risk, and such industry they give you this kind of profit? You want to leave such industry? No, now. But the truth in all of this is we should not deceive ourselves. The yam and the knife is with the Nigerians. The problem and the solution is in our hands, because at this stage right now, Nigeria is a failed state. But a failed state is not the worst state. A failed state, now the state of realization. Because when you make mistakes and realize you make mistakes, you understand why you make mistakes, and you do everything possible to avoid such mistakes from repeating itself. So a failed position is a learning state, but the thing that makes you open up to learn is when you realize that you are failed. But the point when we did National Nigeria is a failed state, and we've not realized that we are failed. Now make consideration into the TikTok videos, because if the government really say get interest for this bandit, you cannot go on TikTok live and it will not show your location. It means the government knows where they are, but they are not interested in getting them or arresting them. They don't want it. They like it in the system. They are using it to control and to call the shots. Including the state governments are not doing anything about it. Now they go on live, shows their location, but the government is not interested. But the painful thing about it all, about these TikTok videos, is if you go and check these TikTok videos, they have thousands of likes. Is it that Nigerians do not know what likes means? You did like video, what does that do to that individual when you like a video? Or what do you think it tells that person? You're telling that person directly that, guy, I like what you're doing. I'm enjoying what you're doing. Keep it up. That is what you're telling that person when you like his video. So you tell this person, say, this like I give you, I like what you they do. Keep on doing it. So it means indirectly, we are encouraging these youngsters to continue that act. And some videos, I came across a video of a bandit where they gift this TikTok gift. And I think from what I know that those gifts are expensive. You they gift bandits such on TikTok. So what do you think you're telling him to do? This generation of Nigerians need a lot of change of mindset. We like enjoying. See, we encourage evil doings. You didn't like all this bandits video. You're encouraging them to do it. That is the reason why I always say the yam and the knife. Now one the day. Now we they kill ourselves. We need to start realizing and owning up to our own mistakes, to know that we do our own in our own little way. That we push tribalism, push all those things when they divide us, and start working together as one. And try to eradicate and destroy everything when they cause separation to us. If we don't start thinking in this line or start acting in this line, at the long run, we'll so miss something that becomes very difficult for us to come back together. We'll be so broken and torn apart that will be difficult for us to come together. With this, I close on this. Peace out.
Yeah, instead it be them, let it be me. Since I will die, inevitably, then let it be, that it be said. When I am dead, some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall, when